Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Catch the Turn webinar. Thank you for joining me this morning. My name is Joel Dollar, Chief Trader for Catch the Turn. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you got some rest and the markets are open. It is time to start trading. This is what we live for. This is what we do. Come on every morning and start making pips. All right. The good thing about trading is we are in control. We are our own bosses. Once you get to the point to where you can do this full time, this is really what changes your life. You know, making consistent pips on a consistent basis. The good thing about trading currency or trading futures and stocks or whatever have you is that you're in control. You don't use a punch-in clock. You don't punch in. You don't punch out. You don't got to worry about will you have a job next week, next year, next month, and so forth. Trading will give you the freedom to be in control of your life. That is why I chose it. That is why a lot of people are pulled into trading. There's really no mystery behind trading anything. There's no secret. There's no magic formula. It comes down to what works for you and how comfortable you feel when you trade. It is a learned skill. It does take time. It's not hard to do. I know a lot of people when they first start trading, they think it's some you got to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You have to go to a certain college. It's only for the elite. That's not true. Anyone can trade. The only problem is a lot of people don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that, I could be making this so much money. I could be pulling 100,000 a year, 100,000 in 2 months from trading. They don't believe that because they're not used to. You're not programmed to see that. It's just like me. Will I ever win the lottery? Probably not. But for trading, I know it's a reality. I know the money that can be made at it, and you have to believe in that and believe in yourself when you trade. Trading is just when you do it, it's very addictive. It gets in your blood to where you know that there's money to be made. And one thing about trading that people they're scared about, the emotion kicks in because they feel like, they're scared to lose money. Folks, you lose money every day, be it your light bill. You're always paying money. When you get up in the morning and turn the coffee pot on, you're losing money. When you drive to work, there goes gas. You're losing money. You just don't think of it in that sense. Trading is the same way. But trading, you're making money. The good thing about trading, you want to keep your losses short. If you do some heavy position trading, trade small lots. If you do some scalping, swing trading, trade bigger lots. It's very, once it clicks. I was talking to somebody last night. Once it clicks, because they were telling me that it finally just kind of the light bulb came on. It becomes very easy. But you want to submerge yourself in that market. You want to watch CNBC. Go to CNBC. Fox Business, go to some news channel, even go online and go watch CNBC Live and watch the market, watch what's going on, see what what's moving and so forth. And it's pretty neat to see that, and you kind of get a feel of how all this works. But the reason we do currency, it's just 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. You don't have to have a whole lot of margin to trade. It's a good tool to learn. Once you master currency, you can master futures. You can definitely master stock. It becomes a lot easier. And instead of going at the easiest level moving up, we've started at the hardest pair to trade or hardest market to trade, which is Forex. Most investors are scared of Forex, and we're going to move our way back down to futures and stock. So for quick updates, we do have a boot camp coming up November 16th. At our Irvine office. If you guys can attend, please do attend. I will be there. Vlad will be there. And it'll be a good chance for you guys to see the system. The system that we'll be showing will be Ninja. So it'll be a good chance to come out there, meet other traders, and see us do this for real. Ninja Trader is finished. It's out. We have it. It will be being released within the next 2 weeks. So we will make sure that will be sent out for an email blast, let you guys know the webinar that we will be introducing Ninja. So it's a much more robust system. This will allow us to trade futures, still trade your currency, just link your FXCM account. If you want to trade stock, get with a stockbroker and trade stock and trade to your heart's content. So if you If you don't have this system now, I would advise getting it because the price will go up once Ninja becomes available. But of course, there will be a manual, there'll be a guide, and all the webinars will be done on Ninja Trader with the new system. Everything is the same. We've just made it a lot better, and we've been able to tweak and tune up our indicators. And I know these three have changed: market force, stealth, and high and low. Everything else is the same. We've added an extra indicator to Steam and Cobra. It looks a little different, but the whole concept is there. It's all the same. Everything is the same when you trade. So it'll be the same system, just a lot better on a much more robust platform. So all the details will be ironed out this week, and they will be announced, and we'll be moving Ninja and not looking back, just moving straight forward. So if you guys got up last night, I hope you scanned the market, kind of see what was moving, see what actually was kicking last night. What I'm looking right now in the Euro USD is I want to talk about today is, you know, if you don't get the deviation point, because I was been told sometimes, you know, there's no setups, there's nothing to trade, there's nothing there. There's always something to trade. It's always there. It's how you assess and how you read that market. As you can see, of course, when you have our extreme deviation points, we come in a lot stronger. But when we don't get them, such as here, we have to be cautious. All right, this is kind of like treading water. You know, you got to be very, very cautious when you do not get that deviation point, but you do break Cobra. This is when Steam comes into play. This is when you can really assess which way the market's going. See, Steam was placed in to help you navigate these little turns, especially when you're in the ocean. When you're in the ocean, it's fair game. Remember last Friday, I think I was asked about the pound in New Zealand. And I think I was asked if they should go short, and it was right here when I was asked, right? Because the ocean was actually turned down. We didn't deviate enough, though, away from, you know, outside of the ocean, but we were starting to turn. The ocean was actually heading down. Now, we didn't break Cobra yet. Of course, we just showing nothing in volume, nothing in stealth. So these two here would have enough to tell you stay out. Don't get in. There's no point. If you got in, you'd be in for a ride. Now, yes, you came back down to at least maybe 10 pips or break even before you went sideways, but this risk here is enough to either force a margin call on you if you didn't use if you over margined, got in with too big of a lot, or this here is enough to scare you to the point to where you would have closed out maybe here. Now, you had 3 more chances to double up. Now, you could have rode it up, got back in and wrote it down, but it would have been very risky. So once you're inside the ocean, it's kind of fair game because you're not deviated enough out. So on the Euro USD, this here, right, we did break Cobra, we did get some green, and we got a little slight advantage on stealth. Someone were pushing down, but not a whole lot. We took a reload and went back up. Now, any point through here would have been your scalping this morning. 4 o'clock my time this morning, 2 o'clock your time, 5, 7, 6, 7. Here's my scalping for today. All right, so the pips are there, the trades were there. But you need to use Steam in conjunction once you've broken the Cobra in the ocean here. Once you broke it, and you broke it. This is on value. This is very risky. This is close to value. This is risky. But the ocean's heading down, so I would avoid the long. All right, I'm not trying to pull longs against the ocean. I don't want to get stuck. I want to keep it in line with the ocean. So if we were to use Steam on the 28th, we broke. Come back over here, 28, 1900, 28, right about 1830, right? So we could have seen, all right, when we're not deviated, you broke Cobra, we've pierced Steam, we have an average arrow, we're losing all of our buying force. We know that price cannot go up anymore, all right? We're not going to have that expected shoot up like we had on the pound New Zealand. You can see that we've pierced, so we're coming down, all right? We're coming back down. Now we get some red-blue candles. Well, look over here. We have a piercing on Steam, we have an average arrow. This is either going to be a small breath up, or it's going to be a shoot back up outside deviation. Now, if you were in here, you could have held if it did go up outside deviation point. You could have held. All right, if you broke Cobra, you could have taken your trade, exit for a small loss, got back into deviation point. We never broke Cobra. I'm pretty sure through here, I'm pretty sure Cobra went yellow a few times. But come back down here and look, we're losing our volume. All right, we're losing our buying volume, and we have almost nothing going on, and the bears are still above yellow for stealth. What happened? We pierced. We have an average arrow. So now we know price isn't going up any higher. It's not going to break Cobra. We're starting to head back down. Here we are on steam, heading back down. Went through value, came back up. Look at these weak candles. Almost 4 candles didn't go anywhere, didn't go down. All right, really weak candle right here. We had a piercing both ways, no average arrow. So this was some pretty good indecision right here. As we can see that. So now we know we're still heading down. So this is how we use steam to help assess when a move is over. You can enter and exit off steam. I do know traders who do that, or you can stay in. It's used to help you. It's kind of used to guide you in. All right. And the whole point of this here is to guide us and help us navigate the ocean. All right. Using our verification indicators to verify we have turned and broke Cobra. Now let's see. We're going to go up any higher. Let's go back to the pound New Zealand and see if we can catch this on here. Moving back to the 25th. All right. Let's see, 10:25, 9 o'clock. 10:25. Right through here. All right. 10:25, 9, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, right there. All right. Right through here, we had pierced on steam, saying that move down, whatever this little candle might have been, ain't going to happen. We're not going to break Cobra. We're not going to go down. It's not going to happen. All right, we have an average arrow. So we've been known not to get in here because steam is telling us, hey, there's really no more move down. All right, we need to go ahead and stay long if we are long. All right, and ride it back up. So there's no move down. I had no buying force was still there. There's no point, all right? And we came up, little dip down. Here's our dip down on steam. Came back up again. Dip down was at 25th, 2200, 25th, right here. We took our 3 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours down. Came back up, and we started moving back down, as we can see. And we just continue to move this sideways movement right here. This sideways movement is this movement here. Please don't trade that. It's sideways, all right? This here is when I stay out because right now, price and value are happy. Nothing's really shot it any higher, okay? But we can use steam to verify it lines up. We can see it sideways. We can see it sideways, all right? That's how we're going to use steam to help us navigate the ocean, all right? It's not hard to do. It's pretty easy to use and see what's going on. Because there's times when you might not go 3 or 4 days and you might just have these turns, small turns in the ocean. If I see these, I don't really swing. I'll go to a scalping screen. You know, layouts up here. And I will actually scalp and take my trades. So let's go back on the scalping screen. Starting at, let's say if I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, 4 o'clock this morning, we got nasty, all right? We came down, but we stopped and started bouncing. You can tell here, look at the wicks. They're inconsistent. They're not like a straight stream down, all right? I'm not getting this nice move down with each wick, all right? Nice move down, nice move down, nice move down, nice move down. Remember, if we're going down, we want to see a wick lower, okay? We're getting a wick, then a wick, then a wick. It's not really moving straight down. It's moving actually kind of up and down, so we can see it sideways. So I have to go back even further. All right. Remember, Sundays I just like to assess the market and let it come online. So 3:15, 3 o'clock would have been my scalp to about 5 this morning. This would have been my one pull I would have had. If I got up even earlier, yes, because I got in, exit, got in, 2 small trades, but this is Sunday. Sunday the market's coming back online. It's dissecting what went on this week, what's going on, and so forth. Let's see what is coming out on the news. I'd like to show you guys different news sources. I think we've covered FX Street. I think we've covered Action FX. And let's go ahead and go back to our daily FX to see what is going on the news. Economic calendar, very easy to do. Let's see what they have coming out. All right, my time isn't filtered. I'm not going to worry about my time yet. I just want to see Monday. All right, a lot of pound, medium, high-profile news today. Medium news, low news, high-profile Euro news. So we've got a pretty good day coming out. JPY into Tuesday, high-profile news. So it's pretty good news coming out for the week. So the trades are going to be there. I'll assess my week. Now I will print this out. I will actually take this and print this whole thing out. You can see print. You have a PDF, an XLS, CSV. So print buttons right up here. All right. So I will print this out just to see what's coming out to get an idea of where we are. Of course, I'll filter my time to match my time. So a lot of good U.S. news coming out this week. ISM manufacturing's a good one to have all the way until Friday. And then some high profile news. Canada unemployment rate, non-farm payrolls. Look at that. So this would be a pretty good week. Really good week. So I will print all of this out so I can see all of this. Have it by my desk, ready to go, ready to trade. So if you don't see setups, if you don't see these actual deviation point setups, you're gonna have. That's why we have the other algorithms in the mix. It will be to help you assess what is actually going on and help you navigate what these trades are actually doing. I mean, here's U.S. Canada from last week. I mean, it's been just kicking up, and up. I mean, it's just been a nice run up. So you have pairs you can trade. All right, you can go to your board, look around, pick some pairs you want to trade, pull up your trading station platform, and then just pick the pairs you want to trade. Click on symbols. Click on symbols, and you can pick any pair you want to trade through here. Just remember, each pair moves differently. Each pair, some pairs are harder to trade than other pairs, but the markets are there. If you start trading, if you want to take a move up from the Euro USD, all right, it's really easy to do. Go ahead and go to the US Canadian. Go ahead and go to the pound dollar. We saw some pound dollar news coming out today. All right, it's been moving just a little bit. This has been really shaky moving here, right by value. So we don't see a whole lot of big long candles. We are heading down, but not a whole lot going on. But you can see Steam shows us all these tiny breaths that they took up and down, up and down. Moving down, this has been a rough ride. All right, even in stealth, even if you just had stealth alone to look at, you can tell right by looking at this. Yeah, we've been flat. Not a whole lot going on. So move if you do the euro. If you want to test your pairs, the pound dollar. And the pound dollar is prone to do about 100 pip spikes, meaning that if some news comes out that really doesn't affect the Euro USD, the pound dollar will go crazy with it. Move to US Canadian. It's another good pair. The Aussie USD is my secondary pair. I think when I was, if I can remember correctly, I think the Aussie USD was, I think I didn't touch the pound dollar really ever. I want to say that when I was learning, I went from the Euro USD to the Aussie USD to the JPY. I do the pound. It's just on my. If I can remember, I went to the Aussie USD. I think to trade just because it fit in the evening time when I was available to trade. So we can see we broke Cobra, right? We didn't deviate. Same scenario. The Euro USD went down. We didn't get anything here. It's sideways, all right? We would then look at Steam to verify that. We would see what's going on. 1028, 28, about 1900. 1900, the turn was up here at 1745. and then Steam 2145 told us, hey, get out. 2100, we can see right there that we were piercing. All right, there's no point to stay in. Exit your trade. I wouldn't be going long because the ocean's turning. You can get back in your trade, but now it's just moving sideways. Normally, if I get stuck on these turns, the first part, your most successful turn, I like to call it your third leg. Third leg and Elliott wave is when come up, down, up. Third leg is going to be the longest ride up before we take our fourth and fifth. All right. So the third leg is our longest leg. So I like to say when the ocean is turning, okay, when it is moving, this is my third. When it's actually turning and coming down, this is my third leg. Anything over here that price likes to deviate and start to come down, this is where your longest run is normally going to be. Sometimes you take it from here, it'll hit and come back up and keep going down. All right. Sometimes it'll actually bounce its way around, come outside, and this right here is a nice long run I like to see. As the ocean it straightens out, all right, normally the cycle's over. I expect to see it to bounce and start turning back again, all right. If it's turning back again, turning back up, where would my optimal long or my next, not my best leg long would be? Price is moving right here. Anything over here. This is my optimal third leg to move up. So notice, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, when the ocean actually turns and straightens out, straight out, and you're at the bottom, expect the turn to happen pretty soon. The ocean's, I guess you can say, its life cycle has completed. It's moved, it's straight. When I see this and we're down here, we're somewhere down right through here. All right, I expect to start seeing price turn and that ocean start to slowly turn, which we saw that on Friday or last week when I showed you guys the tick chart of how the ocean moves. So when it's straight out and I'm really down here low, I'm being very careful. If it's the opposite direction, straight up, and we're up here, I'm being cautious on my longs because the ocean has a certain length, all right, that it tracks price, all right. So once we're straightened out, we start to turn. So up here, if I were to get into a trade and get stuck, and we bounce through, come back up, bounce through, and the daily lines up, we're still pushing down, everything's pointing down. This is an optimal short to get in and just hold it and trade it, okay. So the ways to get 30 pips a day, they are there. All right, your scalps are there. So if you're only getting, 10, 20 pips, a night, especially if you're trading a lot of sessions, there's no excuse. You should be getting a little bit more. Now, if the trade is not there, do not take it. Don't force a trade. There are times when you will, if you just scalp, right, and say you only scalp your USD, the New York session, right? You wake up at 6 in the morning and you're on your computer until 10, all right? 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, okay? That's all you scalp. You might not have a trade every morning, but if you're swing trading, if you're scalping, if you're position trading, those setups are going to be there. You're going to have to find them, okay? They're out because you're going to have swing in position will give you more, give you a broader playing field. Now, when I do position trade, I might open up 2. Sometimes I'll be in a trade for maybe 2 months. Normally it holds about 2 months. The max I've been in before was 3 months. But I will then move down and I will start swing trading. So I'll be, 30 pips, 40 pips, 80 pips, 40 pips, and then bam, I just close out a position trade. Here's 400 pips. Now it goes back down. I open up 2 more position trades, all right? And they're maturing nicely. So I'm pulling in 30 pips, 10 pips, 40 pips, 80 pips, and then bam, I close out a position trade for 240 pips. So it adds up, all right? We're looking at time, okay? You're wanting to grow your account to where really my goal when I was growing my account was to grow it to where I could only take maybe 2 or 3 swing trades a week and hold 3 or 4 position trades and be good, because out of the lot size I was trading at the time, it would be it'd be enough to where I'm pulling enough that week, so I don't have to worry about taking multiple trades. When I first started trading, that's why I scalped, because I had to trade. I wanted to build my account up as quick as possible. So I scalped the New York session. I scalped the first part of the Euro session. Then I moved over into the Asian session, the European. I scalped the Aussie USD. Then I got into swing and moves, so forth. So your trades are going to be there. You just got to scan. Keep a journal. All right. Write down what you're seeing. Okay. Write down Aussie USD sideways, no trade. Next pair, Euro USD, broke Cobra, ocean heading down, daily's in agreement, possible trade. Come back and check tomorrow, or come back and check, in 4 hours. You know, I mean, 1 hour. So you can say, okay, we're 1 hour right now on our chart. So maybe 1, 2, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might be up over here, a little more deviated. So I'll come back at 4 o'clock this afternoon and check. It's not that hard to do. You just kind of line it up and come back and check the markets. Okay. When you trade and when you place these trades, right? If you break Cobra and the trade goes against you, swing trades. I don't like if I'm strictly swing trading and I'm not in line nowhere and I break Cobra, I'll get out. If I'm swing trading and I'm in line with the daily, or the daily is in line to come back in to play, then I'll hold it. Scalping, I will not hold a trade regardless of where we are, unless I get in early enough that where if I get it caught in a breath up, I know that, okay, I'm in early. The session just started. This is a small fake out. We know we're coming back in line. We know that the ocean is coming back down. Or I get in and start scalping here, and this one blue candle is enough to shoot me up from the scalping chart. I'm going to hold because I know we're going to come back down eventually. But scalping is where I would trade my big lots. All right, if I'm trading, I trade a bigger lot on scalping, and when I position trade, I'll trade a smaller lot. That way, the smaller lots add up, and sometimes I can ease my way into a position trade, and I can add to my trade. Every 25 pips, open another trade up, and so forth. We go into that in detail at the boot camp. That's for those of you who haven't been there yet. We cover how to tips and tricks on how to build your account. In the next boot camp, I've got a whole other series. I will be going over a lot more in depth on it. But and that's how I trade. That's how I add those pips up. Remember, I trade pairs that correlate. I trade pairs that move opposite. So I'm covering more ground. All right, and that's how we trade currency. That's how you become successful. When you start trading futures, you trade the ES. All right, you're gonna pay attention to what the Dow is doing. Dollar index, golds, everything. You want to watch CNBC. You want to follow what these pairs are doing, what moves it, and then trade it with success. Okay. Yes, you're looking for a dollar amount. All right. We're looking for cash. We're trying to say, okay, we want to get how many contracts? 3 or 4 contracts. 1274 a contract. All right. Moves up 4 ticks. For 1 point, and you want to add up, and you're looking for a cash value, what you can get for that day when you trade. Currency, I'm looking at pips. All right, I want to consistently get 30 pips a day. All right, if you're scalping, if you're on the screen full time, you got full time to trade. You can literally wake up, grab you some coffee. You don't have wife or kids, or you do, and they're either older to where you can sit down in your office and really just trade. Then there's no reason you shouldn't pull easy 150 a week, more than that. My goal is 150 a week. I don't trade as heavy as I used to do, because of doing all the new stuff coming out here and being with the codes and everything, which is no problem. But when I was trading pretty heavy, there's no problem to pull 150 a week, especially when you're swinging, you're scalping, and you're position trading. You're covering all 3 areas of trading. It's not hard to do that. And when you trade, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe. You can't say, I'll never make 10,000 a week. That's just people who win lotteries, or people who have doctors or have these high-paid jobs. They can make that, not me. Well, of course, when I first started trading, to me, I think 2,500 a week was a lot. But we've all held. Put a number. Don't say I'm going to make $1 million a week, all right? Because most of you guys probably never held $1 million in your hand or seen it. Put a realistic number. Put a number. Okay, I'm gonna pull 1,000 a week, because you've seen $1,000. You've held it in your hand. All right, I'm gonna pull 1,000 a week, because your mind can process that concept. And as you start getting that, that you start thinking, okay, I'll pull $1,000 a week, all right, and you break it down to pips, all right. So how many pips at the lot size you need to trade to get that? And once you get that, you didn't forget about the 1,000 and you focus on the pips. Okay, I'm pulling 50 pips a week at this lot, all right, 80 pips a week at this lot size. And then eventually you're going to think, wow, my account just grew, $30,000 in 3 months, 4 or 5 months, and now I can trade at bigger lot size. So now I'm going to think, okay, I'd like to make 2,000 a week, and then you just slowly build it up from there. It just takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Please do not come in trading thinking that this is a get rich quick, because you've seen. I know that online they posted how you can make $16,000 a month. Folks, you can make $1 million a day trading if you have the money. I mean, you can literally make it. It's not hard. I mean, if you're making 30 pips a day and you're trading a lot, you're trading a lot 2,000. I mean, good Lord, at the price you'd make, you could actually make a pretty good amount. So it can be done, but you have to play it small. All right, build it up small. Okay. That's why demoing is there. That's why I want you guys to demo and take trades in demo, because that will teach you. Demoing is where you can try it. Like me, when I first get things, I want to see, okay, how early can I get in? How late can I get out? What if I take a trade right through here and stealth didn't line up, but high and low did? Okay, what if I get in here and neither of these lined up? Only Steam did. What if I got in here and nothing over here lined up? Okay, I mean that's how you learn. All right, you take. That's why I take screenshots of my trades. I don't even know if I even got them still. I think I do. Where is here and Forex screenshots. Here, let's do my Elliott wave. Like, I take screenshots back when I was trading, right? Just to see, this is Elliott wave, folks. Just to see what was going on, so I can look back and see what price was doing when I would trade. I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see my trades. Where's one? This is, yeah. Here's a trade on the pound. So when I was with hot Forex. So these are my inner right here, inner trade. Take profit, stop loss. I mean, I take trades and put notes just to see what's going on. And I had one on here on screenshots that would actually get their trading screenshots. All right, I take screenshots, all right, and put notes on what's going on. Let's see, here's the supply and demand. iTradeFX was the name I went by on my old room, but I can have demand, supply. You can see my little green line. I enter the trade, target 1 right back here where we got hung up, and this was January 23rd, Euro USD. So I would just take notes on my trades to find out what's going on, current setup. It actually helped me learn. All right, this actually helps you learn a lot. Here's some of my old stuff right here. Actually, where's my first trades? And I put notes. Okay, it's not that hard to do, and it helps you learn when you go back. All right, daily chart. It just helps you learn putting notes right here. This is a hook method I learned, one of the first methods I ever learned, and it just will allow you guys to go back and to see what's going on in the chart. And the good thing is, if you got into a setup that looked perfect, all right, and remember how the ocean moves, all right, it actually will move, and you get into a trade and you come back and the ocean is the opposite way. You can say, all right, what came out? It's not the system. It's what came out. What happened in the world today? What got released? Did bad earnings come out that hurt the dollar? Where is the dollar index at? What's going on? And as far as I say dollar index, folks, one of the things I really watch, that I really pay attention to, is the U.S. dollar index. let's see right here, because if this is, you know, weak or strong, this is other pairs will move. Right now, the dollar index is moving up. All right, we're strong. Okay, we're going up. When we come down, I can guarantee you this run here that we had down on the 23rd that stopped about on the 25th. All right, I can guarantee you during this whole time frame, the euro was beating us, the pound was beating us, the yen was beating us, and so forth. I mean, we want to see the dollar index rise and be strong. Okay. This is what I watched. See, we moved up nice and strong, nice down. So we know this period here, we're going to get smoked, all right? We can look to make shorts on these other pairs. Moving up on the dollar index, we can watch it based on knowing, okay, dollar's going to be the euro, being the pound, all that good stuff. So, one second, folks. So, that's what we're, sorry, I had a note I had to read right there. The dollar index is what I watched. All right, I want to make sure, all right, that we're moving up. I want to make sure everything is strong on dollar index. All right, and that's one thing I watch, because the dollar, when you're currency trading, folks, the dollar is the main player amongst all these other pairs. Okay, it's actually the main one that we look at. All right. So real quick today, we covered the ocean, right? We covered how to tread water on the ocean, and how we can use steam to help verify on these actually turning points. Okay, we didn't deviate, and this is a decision you have to make. Okay, yes, you would have pulled a successful trade right here. What happened though on the pound New Zealand, as we saw, one, it's an exotic, so it's a little more harder to read. You know, the Euro USD plays a lot, plays nice. So this is a decision you have to make to either enter or exit the trade based off what all your other algorithms telling you. What is Steam telling you? What does your news say? What's the dollar index doing? Dollar index it's on your chart. If you don't have it selected, if you are U.S. based, you don't have it. We can't see that. This is the European system. All you do is you can go to Daily FX. You can click on any FX trade. You can see a dollar index, all right? And they'll usually plot a simple moving average on it, and they'll plot a MACD with it, and you can just watch it. If it's going up or going down. If it's going down, you know, we're getting weaker. If it's going up, we're getting stronger. Really easy to figure that out. So this has been a good trade to get into, okay? One, we know the weekly itself is due to go down. The daily has been etching its way sideways, but when you swing, we're looking at the direction of the daily itself. All right, only the day. I want to see where it's at on the ocean. I want to see if it's an up or down day. But using Steam will help you navigate this decision. All right, we didn't deviate, but we were going to go down. So do we get in? This might have been enough to fool you to get out, because I'm pretty sure we probably broke Cobra, not broke it, but actually had Cobra go early warning on us and turn yellow a few times. Right? I'm pretty sure we did, because we have a blue-yellow. But then, if we were broke Cobra officially, you'd have seen this. It actually would have stayed there, but it never did. So we probably popped a few times and then kept going down. So we've covered today on how to navigate that, because I get questions asked a lot that, well, from here to here is a long wait. What about times when you actually break it here and you have a successful move back down? All right, well, that comes to using your other indicators to help you navigate. That's why they're there. That's why we put them there. We want you guys to be able to navigate success on the ocean. Remember, I won't ever pull the opposite direction unless I'm scalping, because I'm looking more on the candle itself. I'm not looking at a long term. If I'm scalping, all right, and the ocean is the price is against the ocean, ocean's heading down, and let's see, price is actually where's my pen? Against it. It's moving up, right? Well, if I zoom in, these 1 hour candles, I chop them open, all right? I've got tons of 5-minute candles, right? So I'm looking to take these small little runs up. So I'm not really affected by it. Now, once it gets up here, it gets close to that ocean, my runs up will start to diminish and come back down. So I will stay away from going long anymore. I'm just using the ocean as a guide. The thing about the system, folks, is we have so much into it that you can be guided in and out of price. As price moves up, there's guides to help you do that. As price moves down, you can be guided. It's very just like the weekly on position trading. When we have a weekly chart, we can use a daily as a guide. All right, we can trade a daily chart using the weekly as how long we can stay in. So if I was scalping, I'm scalping. Whoop, I'm getting close to deviation. Let me go ahead and kind of hold off and need more shorts. Now we're coming up. Break Cobra, nice solid candle. I'm scalping. I'm taking longs, right? Weak candles, I'd probably be kind of nasty. Taking some longs. We break Cobra. We know we're heading down. So one, it's safe to take shorts again. All right, but I have to use my algorithms to help me verify on, is this an official turn, or are we coming down? Because we didn't deviate. All right, imagine a rubber band. Okay, imagine that if I had a rubber band and I want to pull it. All right, if I pull it just a little bit, it'll snap back just barely. If I pull it way down here and let it go, it snaps back and comes across a lot more smoother. That's how we're looking on these deviation points here. The further out we go, the stronger the ride back across is going to be, the more of a probability that our trade will go in that direction. So we got about 15 minutes left. I want to go over any questions. I see some new names I don't recognize, so I see some people who have been with us for a while that are learning the system. So any quick questions? I don't want to keep you guys over an hour today. I know you guys got to get ready for work or sit down and continue to trade. So any questions from anyone? Ninja will be coming out. We've got it. It's already here. So those of you who like trading futures, oil, all that will be there. Those of you who say I trade my own 401k, I trade my own stock account, you can go TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers. They all offer stock. Those are big accounts. So we actually are meeting. We've had our first meeting with a broker that we're looking into using as our preferred broker. We're going to meet with them a little bit more, ask them a few more questions, and once we get the okay and the warm fuzzy, we'll then announce who our preferred broker that we're going to use will be for futures. They do offer Forex, but if you have a Forex account, I'll stick with FXCM because it's just I'm already with them. There's no point to close them down and go to the other broker and open up an account. You can do that and have everything under one roof, but it's up to you. It's however you guys want to do it. Their Forex pulls all their quotes from FXCM, so you're really not changing a whole lot. The spread might be a little bit lower, but it just comes down to if you guys want to, if you've already opened up an account with FXCM, it's not necessary, but you guys can close it down, go to the broker that our new preferred broker that we're looking to get, open up an account, and your Forex will be a different account, futures will be a different account. You'll trade two different accounts under one roof for futures and Forex. So that will be coming available. One thing here on a technical level, what am I looking at right now? Just for you guys, just really quick, if you guys are looking to continue going short, double bottom, okay? Come up, bam, up. So right about here, I'm kind of seeing a double bottom. What does that mean? For those of you who aren't technical, we should be looking to shoot back up, okay? So I'm expecting a breath back up pretty soon. Unless we have some news that shoots it down, no problem, this then fails, right? We didn't make a new lower low. But I'm seeing right now, if we continue to get hung up on more of a traditional technical analysis sense, I'm seeing a nice double bottom, okay, to shoot back up, maybe back around deviation. If we continue going higher, the ocean will then shift. So take a screenshot, watch the ocean today, see how we're moving down, and see tomorrow what it looks like. See if this double bottom hold up, okay? So any questions while I got you guys these last 10 minutes here? Anything at all? Any concerns? Any quick questions at all that I can answer for you guys? A quick Q&A. So Ninja will be gone over the same thing. We'll do the same thing Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Will be education like I did today, you know, how to trade the system, how we navigate it. Tuesday will be a presentation just about who we are, what we offer it as far as the company is concerned. Do remain active on the social network. That is a good place you guys can go to ask for help. I know there are some clients who aren't used to Ninja, and those who have used it before. Now, NinjaTrader, if you don't know NinjaTrader, all you have to do is go to YouTube, they have a channel with over 50 plus videos on how to use NinjaTrader. Okay, I'm not going to go over at all how to navigate Ninja. You know, it's not hard to learn. I've actually watched the videos these past couple of weeks. We're going to focus more on the trading the trading platform itself, not really the ins and outs of Ninja. That is to be learned on your guys' own time on their YouTube video. That is why they have it there. So if you are having some problems with Ninja, or you're not quite familiar with it, it's not hard to learn. Go to the YouTube channel and you can watch as many videos. I think each video is about 45 minutes to an hour long, and you guys can see everything about it. Got a question here. How do you deal with price being so close to the mean? When you're trading charts, they don't have a lot of price deviation. Well, remember, this price is right here. If we know that it's going to move sideways, okay? Normally, price pushes through, all right? So that's what. So Nick, what I do is when price breaks through, all right, I close half my trade out. So I'm pulling money off the board. So I consider it a successful trade, okay? You can then move and put a stop loss on to your entry wherever. So now if it goes against you, it's a free trade. It's a free ride. So if you do stop and pull back up, then it just hits your stop loss, you're out, but you didn't lose anything. Okay, basically it's a free trade. If you continue to move down and down and down, you've got half your lot in there still, so you're still pulling some money in. So, but we know from what I've seen, we're looking to push back up. All right, but the dollar is still strong. So one thing is, knowing my dollar index tells me we should continue to probably move down. But I'm watching Steam. All right, look at this piercing right here. This piercing might take a small breath up, small breath down. Okay, we need an average arrow. All right, we are losing some selling force. We still have volume, still have stealth. We are still in this trade. So when I trade, if I push through, regardless if it came down this far, even if I was, this is my entry, right? And I push through, first candle, I'm closing half out, moving it, putting a stop on to my entry point. Now it's a free trade. As we come down and continue to come down, and we hit, I will then manually close a trade because I know we're going back up. Regardless of how much further we go back down, I'm not being greedy. I'm always taking my profit off the board. At the boot camp, I cover a lot more of that. So, but I do close half at value. So, good question. Because when it can, remember, it can do a few things. It can push right through it. It can stop and bounce and turn back around, or it can move. What was moving sideways today? Oh, pound dollar. It can just right here. It can creep. Yeah, we're moving down, but we're creeping. I mean, this right here is nothing. This is just bouncing. Nothing's really going on. We're making our way down, but man, it's a messy ride. And this is a 1 hour chart. So when price gets to value, it can be happy. And there's nothing really pulling it. That's why I covered today. That's why I went over navigating these turning points that are so close to value that it really didn't deviate by using Steam. That's why it's there. We use it as a guide to help us navigate these turning points there that never really deviated. But if you do get one that actually deviates here, it's actually a really good it's a good shot. It's actually going the opposite way. I think last week we had I want to say it was this candle here that the ocean was actually turned head up, and we were really outside. I mean, we were almost a whole candle outside the ocean, and we shot back across. Nice ride up. So good question. Any other questions? Well, I got you guys here. I hope you guys are having success with the system. I hope you're learning. Even if you're demo trading, all right, you're going to have losing trades. You're going to have winning trades. Losing trades mean nothing. All right, if you buy a brand new car and you're scared to get it scratched, when you drive it, it's going to happen. You're going to get dings. It's going to get scratched. Rock's going to hit it. That's just part of driving a car. Part of trading is a losing trade. It's not. There's nothing bad to it. I mean, oh well, you lose a trade, move on. It's not like not gonna be crazy. Let's see, Nick, USD SEK, 5 a.m. screen time. Nick likes the USD SEK. See, 5 a.m. screen time. When I pulled it, Nick, well, look at Steam. So right here, the ocean's heading down. So regardless, we're heading down. We have a lot of selling volume. All right, the stealth is up. You can see we broke Cobra. All right, now look at this wick though. This is a lot of up and down movement here. Okay, this is an exotic price. It'll do that. So we crossed it at 5 a.m. Look at, we actually pierced. We got our first piercing at 5. We actually had our average arrow at 4:45. So that tells me that yes, we're going down. Yes, we shot straight down. So yes, you could have gotten in and had a successful trade. That's how you're putting everything together. All right. We were slacking off on buying force at around 4 in the morning, 4:15. We're starting to slack off. So yes, this would have been a decent trade. You probably would have pulled about 317 pips. Not bad. But considering you have the margin to trade this, this is another pair that requires quite a bit of margin. This is 200-to-1 leverage. So on a 50-to-1 leverage, it's going to be a little bit higher. So it does take a. Oh, the ruler. The ruler is right here, right up there on your chart. You just click it, and you'll see the little ruler icon, and then you can just hold down, right click, or just hold down, or left click, and then just kind of drag. And drag anywhere you want to drag, and you can kind of see in the middle number, price, all right, and the last number, the pips you're pulling. You have the ruler. It's on there. You blow up your screen, it's right here. If your screen is actually done, because you have the same setups that I have. Yeah, you have the ruler, it's there. Trust me, it's not a secret thing I put in. You guys have it. It's all there. Yeah, toolbar off. Sometimes, yeah. If your screen is my screen, I have wide screens, so I have actually large wide screens. So if it's crunched in a little bit more, right here, you just have to use your toolbar options, and there it is. So I'm gonna come back out. And you guys can adjust your chart, as wide and thick as you want them. All right, but they're there. So yeah, that would have been a trade. That's how you would have used these other. Now, if we didn't have stealth or high and low or steam, this would have been a hard call. All right, you wouldn't quite be sure that it's actually broke and going down. It would have been a hard call. What happened now? We hit and we're coming back up. Look at our price. Our price line is actually cutting back up. Cutting back up, okay? This is telling me that, yeah, we hit, we're deviated, we're good to go. I'll take my trade, I'll move out. So, yeah, that's how you would have navigated that trade. So it's not too hard, folks. It's easy to do. It just takes practice. Like I said, you demo trade. If you lose a trade, I talked to a friend of mine, he was upset because he had a losing trade. And I said, well, he had 8 winning trades in a row, and he had a losing trade. I think it was like 100 pips because he was trading long-term position. And I'm thinking, well, 8 trades is good. 8, out of 9 trades, you won 8 and lost 1. That's not bad at all. All right, you're going to have some losing trades. That's just how the market goes. The goal is to not lose a trade, and then hop back in and never try to make it back. If you lose money, do not hop back in with a bigger lot size. Do not move to another pair and not truly assess it and try to make that money back. It's not about making it back. It's about being consistent. If you lose a trade, okay, you lost it and move on. Do not hop back in at a bigger lot size and hop in again. I had a friend in Australia who did that. He's a fund manager. He hopped in when the euro took its turn up last year when the euro went, let me see, where were we? Right here. Right here. We scalped this right here, this session. Go to a roll chart so I can see that better. I'll show exactly what I mean by don't get out and don't get in. Don't try to make anything back, because what's going to happen is you're going to get torn up pretty bad. Where was the nice rundown? Right here. We scalped. Prices range, right? It shot out, okay? We scalped the heck out of it right through here. I mean, we were just scalping it quickly. This was a $20,000 month. I mean, really good. Well, as it bottomed out and came back up, he got back in again and we scalped again. He did it again, right? Well, this next pull up, he went short and he got stuck. Then the things that went up, he went short again, and then he went short again. But by the time it got up here, people in the fund were wanting to close it out or wanting to close their trades out because of that. So yes, it eventually went back down. It went back down to even newer lows, but the problem is this time he got stuck. You know, we thought it was just going to come up. We thought actually right here, these two candles. I remember precisely that. Okay, we stopped. We're heading back down because our trend line. You know, we were okay. We stopped. We actually made a bounce. We're coming back down. I think it was right here is how we had it drawn on. You know, we were sure this was just a bounce because we knew price was going to head down to, you know, the low twos and so forth. But this pull up was enough to force him. I mean, I think he placed like, I want to say 10 cents. He was going tiny lots and he lost like $7 grand. So even though we went back down, now this part here he was scared to get back in for a short. But this year we scalped it, and this year was the next run down. So we then would take a trend line and draw body. So what do we do now? You know, draw the trend line back down. So we broke that trend line. Now we're up, right? Even in your harmonics, you know, A, B, C, D, shooting down. Okay, so we broke the trend line. It's just you know, we broke it, and it was a hard thing to face because, you know, he tried to make the money back. So don't ever try to make the money back. Don't hop in. Do not, if you lose that money, move on. Do not be, you know, don't sit there and say, oh man, you know, I was short and now the market went long. Maybe I was wrong in my trade. Let me just close it out and get back in long. Then what happens? The market goes short. Now you're just chasing the market, which is a big no-no. So in the Euro USD, we've hit once, two, three, third time. This line now becomes an official trend line, right? It's actually hard. We came up, which we knew we were going to come down because of the harmonic pattern, be it a butterfly or a bearish butterfly, or yeah. So we're coming down. So we want to see if we're going to come back down again. So it's real simple. It's not hard to do that, folks. It's not hard to trade it. Just do not try to make any of that money back if you lose it. Please don't do that. That will have you will just blow through your account very quickly if you try that. So it is 8:30. I told you guys for your hour. I don't want to hold you any longer. I want you guys to get off, get to work, trade. So quick recap. We covered the ocean. Tomorrow will be presentation. So you can come on if you want. It'll be a quick what we're about, what our company is, how we trade, what the system is all about, what we offer. And then back on Wednesday, we'll then continue the education. Ninja's coming out, so just get ready for it. Boot camp's November 16th. We won't have one in December. It's holidays, but November 16th will be the next boot camp. If you can, please do come out. Seats will be limited, so do sign up. It's on the actual website. You can sign up on for the boot camp. Be active on the social network. Post photos. Anything you come across, trading videos, YouTube videos, post them on there. You know, if you show people things they might not see. You know, there's always some great videos being posted on trading, of things that, people are like, wow, that's pretty neat to see that. And that's why we have it there. Post your screenshots, take notes. So just stay active, and this will get easier every day. Every day it will get a lot easier. That light bulb will just click one day, as my stepbrother said. He was trading it. He said, hey, it just clicked. It's there. I got it now. And he's been doing very, very well with it. So thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, remember, is presentation. So if you want to come by and just watch, you can. If you are trading and you've already you know what we're about, no problem. Come back on Wednesday and we'll continue our education. So I will see you then. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.